Hi, I'm Phil Bridges, owner of Straight Arrow Repair. Ever want to know how a repairman fixes things? Well, come with me and I'll show you how I solve problems. Let's make things better together. Have the ability to put in wood to support the faucet, which we don't have yet. And so that's what I'm doing now. It's marking out, this is where I'd get in to drill the holes through the wall or through the floor. And this is where the faucet would be. This is where I drill the holes and put in the mechanical vent over here. And we'll show you that. So now, I guess I'll just take a razor knife since the keyhole saw is not here yet. We gotta get an 1.5-inch line drilled there. Even if you have to drill multiple holes, we got to get an 1.5-inch line through there. And I'd say close to this drywall, because over here will be a 2x6, I believe.
Inch and a half.
Yes, got an 1.5-inch pipe. Gotta have a big enough hole to get the 1.5-inch pipe through.
So it's gonna get 2-inch hole.
You can, it's a little big, but yeah. A little tougher than it should be because there's paneling. It's thin paneling, but paneling underneath. Is that big enough?
This is 2 inches.
That is,
What are you asking?
this pipe. Okay. This is 1.5 inch.
Do I need to get 2.5 inch?
You need to get, so I said, 1.5 inch pipe. Now, will that work? I don't know yet. It looks close.
No, the pipe's bigger than that. So I get 2.
No, it isn't. Why are you doing that? You contradict what I say. It's crazy. This is 1 7/8, and this is 2 inch.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 2 inch.
It's gonna be close, but it'll work.
Why is this thing?
Might have to take that drywall all the way down to the floor to get in there. can't be that far out because there's a 2 to 6 there.
I know, I'm trying to. Can you cut a little higher? Or is there something wrong?
No, I can cut there higher, but you can too. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna cut all this and shut the phone off for a little bit. You need some X to go from here to here, blue and red. Here down to there, and then we got to connect all this up. You can actually go a little further, but I mean blue and red. That's not much. Doesn't take much at all. I'm waiting on the packs.
I was trying to tell you that.
What?
That the joist that one's connected to, what runs long ways, is the one that's rotted.
Yeah. We'll run a drain it through there. That's done. Now I need to stretch the cord out to the garage area, and I need to cut 2x in here. And when you get these, the lines that were coming up here, we connected them underneath there and then brought them up here so that we can hook them up to the faucet that's going to be here. They haven't got that yet. We filled in the 2 holes. We put in the mechanical vent over there, and we marked where the drain will be in this big part. And we marked where the box will be. And now I have to put silicone, 100% silicone according to instructions on this area. So I'll sweep one more time and then I'll do the silicone. And you guys get to watch that.
Watch you sweep?
No. That's evidence that I can do it.
You playing house?
Maybe you could blackmail me because I actually do know how to sweep.
You playing house now?
I can play house. I've done it before. Alright, so
what are we watching?
Honeymooners?
We're watching Honeymooners.
Is that what you were watching?
No. Well, yeah. That's not what I was searching up. Okay, just to confirm that it's 100% silicone. Right there.
Ooh. It's gonna stick all the better.
Some guys can be in the comment section saying that you messed up. Well, that's what the instructions said, right?
Some guy with 3 videos of him fishing. We have to have something to puncture the...
Use these scissors. Here you go. Here you go.
No, I need a... There should be a 3-inch screw in that box of screws.
3-inch screw. Oh, you got it? What's next, Dad? You're gonna want heated floor in your house?
Me?
Yeah.
A lot of people like heated floors.
Yeah, you know how much work that is?
It's not that much, but it is work.
Yeah.
The problem I have with it is if you lose power in the cold weather, all that water that's inside the floor is gonna bust. Put it in packs and everything.
No. They do heated. I mean, that's how they do it in Europe. Because they use heated floor through
They use it here too. They actually have heated driveways now.
I saw somebody do it with electricity.
Ooh, that sounds really even.
It was really expensive. That's what I was saying. It was hard because they put like heat strips through the floor. It was weird. Imagine if one of those go out.
Well, you can walk around barefoot and not have to worry about it.
What, about being cold?
No. You don't have to worry about feet getting cold.
That's a good way to wake up.
Have curly hair.
Oh.
At that point, call you curly.
Well, I mean,
Oops.
I was trying to give you this. Well, don't cut yourself.
I've done that. I'll be dead when I start making mistakes.
Here, you can take this now. Or that's bigger than this, huh?
Oh, why is that not? Okay, it is.
Now, if you're asked if you're going in any particular order, no.
Didn't say to do that.
He's just doing random things. Try not to repeat the same thing over and over, right? Well, you're about to get smacked in the head one of these times. Do you think you can fish better than those guys that have their fishing videos?
Do I think I can fish better?
Yeah.
If I'm hungry, I sure can.
Well, you don't.
My dad and my uncle said I was not a good fisherman. I was a good catcher.
Cause you just
I
caught
caught more than they did.
You just caught everything.
I just didn't enjoy it. It's So anyway, we got to do the heavy lifting, you and I.
So I'll take them away. Bye, guys.
Alright, so I want you to know a little something about pipe thread. Pipe thread is not the same size all the way through. When it's threaded, it's thinner or smaller at the top. They cut more of the material out, and as you put it on the threads, it gets wider and thicker. So it will tighten further and further down. The further you go, the tighter it gets. So it's narrower, smaller at this top part than it is here. Now we're going to put some pipe joint compound on that. You could use Teflon tape. If you wanted to use Teflon tape, you use it on a right-hand fashion, and you can do Teflon tape and pipe joint compound. But in this case, we're just doing the pipe joint compound. That's been all I normally do. And I've not had any problems in 30 plus years.
Would you say it's just as good as Teflon tape, if not better?
It's easier to deal with than Teflon tape, but you can use them both. This is what we're putting on. In this case, it's a galvanized cap. You want to always use galvanized with water because it's galvanized on the inside and it's galvanized particularly on the inside. Because water get on it, it'll be rust. And if you have one piece of black iron, which is used for gas, if you have one piece of black iron not galvanized, that rust will come out in the faucet. So you don't want to use non-galvanized pipe or black iron pipe. You want to use galvanized. So here we go, putting the cap on the bottom because we do not have a bathtub spout. And that compound will allow us to, with the threads, to go further than if we didn't have it. And it might seal a little bit, but particularly it lets us go further. So we'll tighten this down with a pair of channel locks. And then we'll put a female to male adapter on that. And we're going to extend this PEX line up here, and we'll put the shower head connection up here. So, okay, so here we go. So we're putting the hardy board on to glue the pieces that go on this, and I've got to locate where these things go.
So you got homework?
Well, I gotta get with them, figure out what height is good for them, and location is another. We have a stud right here, and another one right here. So I will get with them, cut that in, and then I'll cut the hardy board around the hole. There's one stud. So, see that word there? My producer, editor, wife, love her to death. She told me that I should stop saying so much. She knows that because she's doing the transcripts. So too much. So I'm going to work on not saying so and be irritating to her. What we've done here is a kit that we've been showing you as we're going along. And the kit is meant for a regular house. This particular house we're working on is a double wide mobile home, and I work on houses too, but the depth of the wall, instead of 3.5 2x, it's 3 1/4, something like that, 3 1/4. And instead of 1/2 inch drywall, it's 3/8. So we lost 3/8 of an inch. That being said, the little pockets that we put here, this took a lot of thinking. These things are meant to hold your shampoo and soap and things like that, and they are 3.5 inches. The problem that we have is that if I put them in with this sunk in another 3/8, that would put me at 2 7/8, and this would be standing up. And I did not want to deal with this that I can't really fix without a lot of work sticking out. So what we went ahead and did was brought this on top of the 3/8 so that we don't hit on the wall, the siding back here. And we're really close, but we're not hitting. And this is where I got with them to find out where they would like to see their shampoo and such sit, and that's where they wanted it, and we put it there. People can always change their mind, and that's all right. Now that meant that I had to do it all the way around. Now, I'm saying now a lot now. Listen here now. So like Super Trooper when they say meow, how many times they say meow? Listen here, meow.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. We are putting in a shower faucet here. And they bought a Moen shower.
Bill Bridges. If you like what you saw, you think it might be helpful to somebody else, push that like button and let other people know what you and I now know. And we'll work together toward making a brighter future. And by the way, we're not Americans, we're Americans. See you next time.